want to tell me what this is all about?
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize.
Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about my game plan after I got terminated from merch. So what's my game plan? As you guys know, 3 days ago, it feels like 5 days ago, feels like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I got terminated from merch by Amazon. I'm not sad about it. I'm not crying about it. I'm not asking for sympathy from anybody. Those are the facts. I got terminated from Amazon. Was I a little bit disappointed? Sure, but it was nothing to cry over, nothing to lose sweat over. Even though we were making good money, it is what it is. And I got terminated from merch by Amazon. If you guys don't know, no secret. Probably everybody knows by now. Okay? I have a game plan, though. I have a game plan to redeem myself in the shirt design world. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to share with you guys my game plan. And maybe my game plan will inspire some of you guys to maybe run passive income businesses yourselves and maybe have even a different just outlook on the way that you look at passive income. So as you guys know, I've said this before, but merch by Amazon, all these different platforms where you put your designs on, you do not own the platform, which is fair to say. I think everybody knows that. And these platforms can shut you off, overnight. They can shut you off in a second if they want to, just the same way they did to me and to our colleagues here, our peers in the business, Jade Summer. Jade Summer is one of the largest coloring book companies or brands or names, whatever you want to call it, in the Kindle world and the paperback world on Amazon. They produced probably over $1 million a year in $5, $10 books. And guess what? They got taken off the platform too. So the reality is no one's safe out here. But they got taken down too, and I'm essentially going to tell you guys what I'm planning to do. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on Redbubble. So when I say focus on Redbubble, what do I mean? I have some ideas for 2022. First idea is I want to have 10 stores that are going to be added onto my collection. So when I mean 10 stores, I mean I'm going to create another 10 new Redbubble accounts. Okay, I'm going to create another 10 new Redbubble accounts, aside from the ones that I already have. This one doesn't count. The one that you guys are, that I've spoken about before, where I think I made a video a little while ago, where I talked about, what it was like uploading 100 designs to Redbubble, what I learned, etc. I can't remember where the video is. It's out there somewhere, okay? Not talking about those. We're talking about 10 brand new stores. So from this day forward, basically from all of 2022, I have the time to make 10 stores, okay? So I'm going to make 10 different stores. These 10 stores will hopefully bring in passive income. If they don't, they don't. It doesn't matter. It's all a learning lesson, but I'm sure they will, okay? This is not my first time doing this. We know what we're doing over here. And of course, I'll be sharing information with you guys. The next thing I'm going to do is, obviously, you guys know, no one's safe. Redbubble can take me down if they want to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a website for every single one of those stores. And I'm going to create the website here on Funnelizer Pro. And I actually did the math on this. I rationalized it. I said, okay, if it costs $275 a month on 10 stores, logically, like, for Funnelizer Pro, to get 10 websites, costs $275. What I could do is I could do two things. I have two options. The first thing I could do is I could, stick with this plan and just make sure I make at least $27 off each store a month, which is not going to be hard at all. Or I can start off as a beginner, create the 10 stores over time, and what I could do is get a different package here, like this one, or even this one, where I can create as many pages as I want for $19 a month, or where is it here? This package, basically any of the packages, because I get as many stores as I want. It's not as many stores, sorry, unlimited pages or 30 funnels, and I'm going to create a page/funnel for each product listed. Yes, each product. The same way Jade Summer did it here, where, they have a product, right? And somebody clicks on the product, they have a description, and then they have here the links to where you can go buy it. This is exactly what I'm going to be doing too, guys, is I'm going to be creating a website, and whenever people search for a certain category, they're going to find it because, number one, my page is going to be public, and it's going to be up there all year round. I'm actually going to pay upfront. There's two reasons why I'm going to be paying upfront. The first reason is because I'm getting a discount. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna save money, right? So let's just say I go with this plan, the $19 a month plan. I have unlimited pages. For every product I create, I'm going to create multiple pages. So I'm going to have like a collections page. I'm going to have a single page for every single product I create, right? And those products and the way those pages are going to be designed is this is going to look similar to a product page, but it's going to have these links. So it's not going to have like an add to cart or anything like that. So the Funnelizer Pro website that I'm going to be creating won't have like checkout options or anything like that. It will be almost like a blog, basically, right? So people will find it through SEO and they're going to buy. Now, that's kind of the long-term game, right? So they find the product, they see, okay, buy on whatever, buy on Amazon.com, buy on Redbubble, buy on whatever. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have the Amazon.com option. I'm going to have, like, different options, like buy on Redbubble, buy on whatever, whatever options I go with. I'm probably going to just stick with Redbubble, to be 100% honest with you, because I don't want to complicate the process, okay? Because if I start going with TeePublic and all these different platforms, I'm really just, I'm stepping over pennies to make dollars at that point. I mean, I'm stepping over dollars to make pennies at that point. I want to focus on one platform and drive all the traffic there. Now, I'm fully aware that Redbubble, at the success level that I want, they're not going to be able to provide me with all the traffic I need. When I say they are not going to be providing me, their system here, where you search for a product, their fan base is not big enough for me. I need more traffic because I'm going into very specific niches, as you guys can see. Like, if you think about it, how many people search for, a quote like, what stands in the way becomes the way? How many people search for that? My guess is maybe 5 people a month, if that. So out of the chance of somebody buying this, it's a low chance. So what I'm trying to say is I need to drive traffic from Google now. And that's the whole kind of strategy behind the Funnelizer Pro is when I get the website, I'm going to be driving people from Google into the Redbubble, and that's going to create sales. And I'm going to be doing this with all 10 stores with every product, okay? Now, what that's going to do is, number one, like I said, it's going to drive traffic from Google, but number two, it's going to create a long-term flow of income, okay? And I'll explain what I mean by that as well. When I say long-term, I mean a year from now, after it's all done, or not from now, a year after the project is all completed. So let's say in 2024, 2023, I'm still going to be making money from it, but I'm not going to be working on it any longer, right? Because the income is going to be coming on. That's one thing. The second thing is that it's easy to do the blogging, do the SEO. I'm not going to write all out, 1,500 word blogs for this kind of stuff. Google picks up products pretty quick for SEO, so it's going to be easy for me personally. On top of that, I'm actually going to be surpassing the spam linkers. So if you guys don't know, Redbubble and all these different mass upload platforms have been dealing with spam issues with Google. Google has been seeing that people have been adding certain tags and things like that cause spam. And so what happens is Google won't even index certain products. So for example, if I was to search for legendary iPhone soft case, right? And I search on Google, there's a chance, even if this was on their website for 10 months, a year, there's a chance it might not show up because the Google index system might just think it's spam because there's so many of those links on the Redbubble platform. So by Redbubble, I wouldn't get any traffic, but if I create my own website, now I'm going to be tapping into a whole new arena of traffic, and then I'll be funneling that traffic into my Redbubble store. Redbubble will then pay for retargeting ads, which will provide me more income, okay? Now, that's going to take a few months to do. When I say take a few months, it's going to take a few months, like 2 or 3 months, to get ranked on Google, to get attention, to get sales consistently. I might get a few sales here and there the first month, a few sales here and there the second month, a few sales here and there the third month. By the time the 4th, 5th, 6th month comes, I expect to have a flow that's consistent in sales for certain products. Now, that's going to take a few months, but how do I guarantee that I make money up front in the short term? Well, that's essentially where I'm going to use the bots, okay? I'm not going to be spending money on ads because, like I said, if I spend money on ads, I'm not going to have enough of a return on investment. In fact, I'm probably going to be in the negative. Like, if I spend money on ads to make $4 off of a case, you think about it, I would have to spend like probably $1 on an ad to win a conversion, which is not, doesn't happen in 2022 anymore. That might have happened in 2004 when it cost, a percentage of a penny for a click. Now that doesn't happen anymore. You have to do it a different way. So I'm going to be going through all organic, and I'm going to be doing Instagram bots. I'm going to eventually test the Twitter bot that follow bots uses for certain products. I'm not saying that it's going to work with all products. I would just have to test, but I'm for sure going to use Instagram bots. And obviously, we know we have a plethora of tools. We have igbots.org. We have followandfollowbots.com. I will leave the links in the description to these tools. Whenever I mention them, the links will be in the description. For now, IGBots is not an affiliate of mine. I can't wait for it to be. Like I said, I've been messaging IGBots, like the company, consistently. I actually stopped messaging them now, but for the past week, I messaged them 3 times, trying to ask them, trying to, get some answers out of them, and they've been telling me, we're going to do it, we're going to do it, we're going to do it. I'm just sitting here waiting, and they're telling me they're going to do it soon. It is what it is. So IGBots is not an affiliate of mine yet, so hopefully it will be in the future. But Follow and Follow Bots, I am an affiliate. Every link that I put on for Follow and Follow Bots, I am an affiliate. If you guys want to check out the tool, go ahead and check it out. If you want to see videos on how I made it, literally just go on my YouTube channel and you'll see like different videos on how I use the tool, how I make, followers with the tool, how I get sales with the tool, etc. Now, something I want to say is that I'm going to have a very long-term approach to this idea. And I've also been kind of studying the Redbubble algorithm. Now, if the whole thing to this, guys, the whole key to this success is Funnelizer. I have to build websites, essentially, that drive traffic, okay? I have to build websites that drive traffic. For each store, I'm going to need to have a different website, okay? So eventually, I'm going to have to work up to this plan. But let's say I create month number 1, the first store. Well, then I'll go with one page like this, okay? The unlimited pages, I'll go with as many as I can and create as many products as I need to or as I can at that moment for the time being, right? I don't have all the time in the world. I have other projects, but I do want to walk away and say, man, when I'm dead, hopefully a while from now, I want to say, man, there was a time when I was a young guy. There was a website called Redbubble and I made a lot of money on it. I want to be able to say that in the future. So for me, this is kind of my strategy, and I'm just sharing with you guys how it goes. And I think it's going to be a testament. I think it's going to be a fun experience for all of us YouTubers, YouTube viewers to watch kind of how the thing goes. Now, the good thing that I like about Funnelizer Pro is if I decided to add them as products, like products for sale, you guys could see here, you can, for the $39 a month plan, you can add products for sale. Five products or even 25 products here. The difference between, by the way, this plan, this is just a short FYI, like aside from the concept of the video, you can have 25 products in this plan, but 5 products in this plan, or 5 products in this plan. The difference is that this one you can actually have funnels with the 5 products. This one, you can have 25 products, but no funnels. So that's just a little FYI. I've had comments about that before and people were asking me, but that's just a little FYI. But anyways, if I do decide, this is the good thing, if I do decide to go with Funnelizer Pro to add products, well, they don't have any transaction fees. So like if I go with Shopify, for example, not only is it more expensive, but for every single sale I make, they're taking a profit, piece of the profit. So essentially, in a way, they own a percentage of your company. With Funnelizer Pro, that does not happen, right? So I'm actually taking home more money with Funnelizer Pro. And for me, that's going to be a big deal because let's say I work my way up to selling 100 units a month, right? And let's say the average cost of those units, let's say, are $5. If I'm making $5 a month, or excuse me, $5 per unit, and I'm selling 100, that's $500. But if they're taking 5% of that, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up over time. It takes a big chunk of that money. And that extra 5%, I could have took that money and put it in something else. With that extra 5%, I could have bought another bot. I could hire out a virtual assistant to use another bot. So there are a lot of things I could kind of do with this. But right now, like I said, guys, I'm just sharing my game plan. This is essentially, you can call this episode 1 of the comeback story. I mean, I don't really know what else to call this. But I think the biggest takeaway from this, guys, is if you guys have had an experience where the conglomerate, the big boy, the man, the business that controls everything shut you down, so what? You can go out there and create your own business, create your own thing, and you don't need somebody's permission to do what you want. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. I'm just sharing my thoughts out loud. You guys kind of got like a little behind the scenes of what I'm thinking for my kind of passive income with Redbubble. I think Redbubble is going to be a stronger business over time. I should probably buy some stock in Redbubble, to be honest, but I'm not a stocks guy, so I really can't speak on that. Maybe I'll be a stocks guy in the future. You never know. I guess people change over time, but I think Redbubble is a good company. And guys, honestly, the thing that I admired most about Redbubble, way even before this whole Amazon thing where I got terminated, but it actually is more meaningful to me now since I got terminated, is that with Redbubble, you can create as many accounts as you want, even if you were terminated. Like, for example, if this account gets terminated tomorrow, I can go as a user and create another account. And that's just something I love and I honor about Redbubble. And I really, really respect that because they're giving people a second chance. And I just really like that, so I'm all for Redbubble, honestly. Merch by Amazon was a great company, too. I guess it just didn't work out for me the way I probably have wanted. I would have loved to stay on the platform. I think I was making them good money. I think that year I made them over 30 grand in sales. But, it is what it is. It's okay, and that's part of life, Not everything works the way we want to. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys as viewers. Let me know on my strategy. Do you guys think it's a good strategy? If you guys have any recommendations to the strategy, I'll be happy to take them, think about them, and see if they'll work out. And, I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.
Living in the paradise.